Yes, Nancy, and the Rockets in Jamaica, brother, there. Reaching out to all the masses on the African continent. And you're tuning to the Pan-African Bliss Show with your host, not the best, Josie, from Monday.
Mapenzi sogeza ukanukanue anayetomba naipawa Jamila, oh, it's a Jamila, Jamila, it's a Jamila. I'm out of town and I play straight to you. I'm all you need, don't go searching for. Been to hell, now we back, look where we are.
And you're tuning to the Pan-African Bliss Show with your host, not other than Joby.
Never leaving me, never seeking me, never physically. Karibuni sana to yet another beautiful episode of the Pan-African Bliss right here on the Black Fire Network Media for the 21st century. My name is Joby. For the first time listeners and of course our viewers, shout out to everyone listening to me via the radio station. Of course, remember you can pin your comments, sentiments via the live stream, and of course karibuni sana to yet another beautiful episode and a beautiful conversation, another beautiful propaganda. Welcome back to ranting. This is where we get to speak nothing but just the truth. And of course, karibu sana to, and shout out to everyone on YouTube, shout out to everyone on Facebook, shout out to everyone on Twitter. I hope you guys are listening to me loud and clear, rather getting me loud and clear. And of course, for those who are on Rumble, remember, you can pin your comments via the live chat. And of course, I did say I did get to educate myself where the live chat is on Rumble. Karibuni sana, 7 minutes past 1 p.m. And of course, my name is Joby. Once again, it is the 5th of the month of July, and I hope that it is getting you in great health and peace. Karibuni sana once again, and of course, I did play an amazing banger. Shout out to Otile Brown, and of course, I want to say condolences once again. He did lose his baby, and we pass nothing but just peace and peace, and that's peace and healing. Karibuni sana once again. It is not easy losing someone you love. It is a hard process of healing, but we pass nothing but just healing all the way from the Blackout Fire Network. Karibuni sana once again. My name is Joby, and I hope you are looking forward to keep it interactive. Today's show will be amazing. We are having nothing but just an amazing conversation about the African countries. Talk about development, which we keep on ranting about. We keep on speaking about elections. Our African countries, since we attained the thing we so-called or rather what we called, rather what we claim to be independence, we don't have as African people. Yesterday, I was speaking about us still being slaves, and I did actually refer back to the video I was sharing on my show, and this was regarding the children that are being exploited in the African countries, mining, and the U.S. government has the audacity to come and tell us, despite them stealing, how we should and should not give away our resources, how it should go, who should take it, and who should control. We saw clearly that the Chinese firm or some Chinese company literally are controlling these people and telling the African people that, hey, since we're still in control of your countries and you don't know what independence is, we're gonna still keep you in slavery because you're not independent as African people. That's the truth. We're gonna keep you in slavery. And since we have placed these despot leaders who are helping us to get easily in your continent, take resources, we're gonna tell you we've given you nothing but opportunities because we've ensured there's nothing that is called job opportunities. Shout out to our deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua. He told us this just recently, and we spoke about it, and of course Keith also had a point to say on that. But karibuni sana once again, that is what we shall be talking about, because I've seen the Sudan president has claimed for elections, rather as called for the first time elections since they attained independency. That was in 2011. Karibuni sana once again. I see Keith in the building. I hope you are doing amazing. I don't know what's up with your end, but I'm not hitting anything. Kindly do check on your end and, of course, correct your sound. Karibuni sana once again. This is by the one and only Omale, Bad Influence. I hope you guys get to enjoy it. We shall be coming back after this as we get started. And, of course, remember the quote of the day. As usual, you can share yours in case you have any wise words for these African people. We need it. I'm drinking Hennessy now. I hope you see now. We shall be coming back also with the story of the AI, artificial intelligence, which is now taking over Africa. I shall be sharing a video, and of course, I shall also be talking about the first AI fish, artificial intelligent fish that is actually doing survey under the sea. And we shall be talking about the dangers of the AI. What is the impact of it? What is the safety and dangers of it? Because on Saturday, if you are keen, we did actually say that we have another new show on Saturdays, aired from 12 to 2 p.m., a 2-hour session that is by Demore himself, son. Shout out to him. And it is basically called the Diary of the Young Black King. And we are this guy who said that the AI is literally supposed, it is supposed to be introduced. This has no effect to the humans, literally. This has no effect to humanity. This is us African people reasoning like this. And with all that we know, the dangers that are coming, I don't know if you are ready. So pass some literally wise words to those African people you think that the AI is really required amongst us.
The Pan-African Bliss Show with your host, none other than Joby. Now I understand. Now I know you lie. Now I know.
Doctors say I burnt my liver. I've been drinking, smoking cigar.
You smoke cigar,
now I'm putting this Sambisa. Everything I do, everything where you talk, everything where you ask, like, do I. Yes, and my quote of the day today says that the revolution is not an apple that falls when it's ripe. You have to make it fall. That is revolution. And we keep on talking about this every single day. Maybe I should repeat it one more time. The revolution is not an apple that falls when it ripes. You have to make it fall. Literally, you have to hit that tree to get that fruit. You cannot just sit there, wait for the apple to ripe so that it can fall down on you or for you, because it's not going to happen. And this is us African people. We We keep on talking about revolution every single day, and I'll be talking about independency as my main focus of the day. So kindly, as you join, or rather those who are just live streaming and those who are just tuning in, karibuni sana. Once again, shout out to everyone on the radio station, those who are on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Click that like button as you join, and of course, do share this amazing content and information with your lovely family and friends, and keep them woke, because Africa needs to wake up. So we shall be talking about that revolution, independency, and all that. As we start, I want to take us back to what is going on. Yesterday, we were talking about I was to talk about Gambia, where we had the parents of the parents of those who are affected, rather the children, those who are victims of those who lost their babies due to that Indian cough syrup. There is a couple of numbers. I wish I can pull up the article, but I did read some, so I'm gonna just give a hint on it. We had some parents who came out yesterday and they called out and said that they need not compensation, but they need justice. Not compensation, but they do require justice. And for once, I'm proud to see that African people, as much as we know justice is not in Africa, it's not literally, it's a white man's land here as much as we are in Africa. We have the white people ruling Africa. We are not in control of our continent. We cannot even make decisions. We keep on talking about being independent thinkers, but go back. Yes, we had some certain parents who came out and claimed, or rather called out on justice, and they say that they need the government of Gambia to answer back to them why they didn't literally do any investigations. Because remember, we had them saying that the Indian government is the one to do investigations for that cough syrup, which they are the ones who produced. It was imported to Africa, not it being measured, the safety of it and the repercussions of it. It was just introduced and literally it was supplied in the markets and started selling. And now we have victims, not just in Gambia, we had in Kenya, and we had in Nigeria, and another country which is out of Africa, which I can't mention and rather don't require, or rather remember the name. But we're talking about us African people. Till when will we keep on being participants of everything we're told? Because as we talk of justice right here, I want to talk about Sudan, as much as that shall be my main focus of the day. I've seen that Sudan is calling out on the shortage of the child cancer treatment. And I'm like, wow, first who introduced cancer to us? Take us back to the article again, rather the video, some articles we've read, the video I shared like 3 weeks ago, or rather last month, about the cancer and the parasite. It's literally how the parasites are formed, or which parasites we consume, and they have put purposely on foods, on drinking energy, on bacons, and a lot of bunch of shit we're consuming today. It's crazy. So let me read this article. And we talk about the cancer treatment. We talk about now the African medication, how it was. We had our modern ways of healing ourselves, but we don't even recognize that anymore. We have depended right now on the pharmacies more than the natural herbs we used to consider being medication. Today, we still have the chance, and we still have the chance to cure cancer, but they won't allow this to happen, because once they discover someone, especially we African people, that we are capable of coming up with new ideas, being able to literally not use chemicals to literally be able to heal ourselves, they kill that person. Oh no, they don't do that. They make that person go to sleep. Sorry, YouTube, I violated that. I'm really sorry. We have to be very careful, we have to be very careful. But yes, let me read this article, what is going on. They're saying that the doctors in Sudan say that there is a life-threatening shortage of chemotherapy for children because months of fighting between the country's two rival generations has destroyed many health facilities. Okay, didn't we just see another video of another cracker talking about how they came to Africa and they came with a project which was to inject African people all over the globe, literally all over wherever they were, African people with HIV and AIDS. Has anyone been arrested because of this? Is anyone, as much as there's truth being admitted, has anyone been able to be justified for these crimes, which are still up to date happening? We're talking about chemotherapy, which is not helpful to nobody. Chemotherapy is literally killing us, it's literally increasing the rate of your death, claiming that they are healing you. Talk about it. So there's a saying that only one specialist analogy center remains, and it is an AI Zara. Oh my God, AI. That's where I'm heading next. They're saying that only one specialist analogy center remains. It's an AI Zara hospital in the city of Wad Medina. They have already Medani, sorry. They have already used up about 80% of the chemotherapy supplies because they are having to treat patients coming in from all over the country, says the medic. So one, how do we just have small babies, young children being affected by cancer? The rate of cancer right now in Africa, it is way higher, even than the way AIDS used to be. I think as much as they started with AIDS, the injection, they still are trying to find quicker ways to eliminate us, to wipe us out by making us consume chemical shit, by making us consume nothing but just poison in our foods and everything we take. We're talking about the AI. And right now, I've seen that yesterday on Monday, we're talking about how the AI, this is the first AI medication that has been introduced to cure diseases. But you're like, is this safe? Because people are now believing this is safe. We have majority of those who believe this is safe. Let me share my screen. Let me share this video very quickly. And as we get to discuss or break down the dangers of the AI, which we know will just I want to enlighten our African people so we can know what is really going on. Let me see if I can get it. The president. There's no I'm not talking about medical, Keith. Chemotherapy. Anyway, let me just share this video. Africa embracing the AI intelligence. As we move, just connect the dots. And what I get from this, with all the votes that get to happen, none of the African people are we involved. Even none of these African despot leaders. Majority of these decisions that are always made by these European people, none of us are we included. Even none of these despot leaders, if I am to understand, unless they're called in the meeting, that's how they get to participate. But the participation majority of the time is never African people involved. Prove me wrong. Most of this decision making always being made, as much as they're going to affect the rest of the world, still, we are our own continent. We're supposed to be independent as a continent, not as a country, as a continent. Independent. But no, we do not have any of that. Clearly. I am so certain this decision making, you see this thumbs up, nobody, no African leader was involved in this. They always now, after them making decision, they now execute and let the words out. We need you to do this. This is this is the decision that has been made, and you need to take it. And there's no saying no or yes. Let's continue.
People against threats to health and safety, while at the same time advancing the technology. Is facing challenges, develop policies and strategies focused on advancing the use of artificial intelligence We'll soon discuss the challenges and opportunities with an expert in the field. But first,
Ghana is another African country that is a jump off. Prove me wrong again. Ghana is another African country after South Africa. Ghana is another jump off country. They already have I don't know about maybe us in Kenya, maybe it's there and we don't know, but they already have the AI in their country. Ghana is another jump off African country after South Africa, and then we have Nigeria, and then we have Kenya. We have South Africa as the first jump off of the rest of the African country. We come to Ghana, we come to Nigeria, we come to Kenya, which is another one. I think now we have, should I say Uganda? Maybe. Zambia. Oh, Zambia is so gone. But Zambia is so, oh God. But no, I'm talking about most of the countries I've seen leading in most, accepting everything we see. But anyway, let's continue. It was that fast? Okay. Healthcare. This is what I'm talking about. Because oh my, healthcare. Okay. My friend, this is you going back to slavery. This is you not being an independent thinker. This is making your work easy. You know, this is what you see. Now, this, let me explain this quick, very how I am getting it, how I pick it. This is why you want to understand the laziness of some African people who do not understand anything called independency, anything called democracy, anything called infrastructure building, anything called civilization. We are the beginning of civilization, not robots building up shit and working. What are you talking about? This is making work easy for you until you don't have money, mommy. Until you don't have money. Until you have nothing to put on your table. And let me unshare that again. Let me share that again. Until you have nothing to put on your table, on your stomach, now you'll wake up. This woman is saying here, this is, oh my God. Let me reverse that back. Let me reverse that back.
Space that is disturbing the farm, then you can control it.
Healthcare is another area where this new technology has huge potential, and Kolebu Teaching Hospital in the capital is tapping into this. Here, AI platform designed by Minu Health is helping healthcare workers read X-ray images more effectively. The system facilitates faster and more accurate diagnosis, easing the workload for radiologists.
It picks the diagnosis faster, can be done within a short time. Reporting.
Let me know if you can see my screen. Don't know what happened. It like froze. Okay. If you can hear my sound screen.
markedly reduced when you are using AI systems.
Find myself.
With the shortage of health workers in many hospitals, the developers of the Mino Health platform want their AI tool to fill the gaps.
Lack of enough equipment and enough facilities to process all this data makes the introduction of technology and artificial intelligence critical. And the only way we can actually catch up with the rest of the world is to leapfrog. And this creates a platform for us to leapfrog.
Benjamin Norty is one of the leading roboticists in the country. He is showcasing his newly built AI-powered robot called Cello. His robot is programmed to be a personal assistant of a sort. It can answer questions or even help you take your medications at the right times.
Cello can be used in.
And I'm just gonna do this very quickly. You heard recently that we had Snapchat launching the AI where you literally ask it question. Let me just do this very, very quickly. Just 1 minute. 1 minute. Then we have people thinking here this is safe. This is safe. Not only is it, leave alone even the dangers of it even attacking you later, but this is safe. How is a robot taking your job? Literally. How is us? Oh my God. This is safe, African people. This is safe.
Places where there is, that social interaction. For example, within healthcare, you can use Cello to, assist the elderly. Within the customer service environment, you can actually place or position Cello there to perform, guide people who come around the supermarket, display.
And I just see here, I just asked Snapchat here, what's the most dangerous thing that an AI can do? And of course, we have videos of it, which has been, we've had them revealing robots saying that. And it says that I think the most dangerous thing an AI can do is to multifunction and cause harm to humans. Multifunction and cause harm to human. And leave alone that, it's taking away. What are we talking about? African people. This is Ghana. Shout out to Kofu Anana, whatever his name is.
Prices.
This new technology
are involved ever because African can consider as no, African people are involved ever because African are considered as children and don't know anything. And you're saying that, well, I said yes, they are involved, but what I meant in terms of being involved is when it comes to those decision makings, like if we are okay with it, that is what I'm trying to say, because we're talking about independency here. We're talking about revolution. Okay, we're talking about us being independent thinkers, where you can reason and say no. You can say no to everything you've been subjected to. What if this is harming me? Like the same way we can see what we've seen right now in Ghana. The moment they add the first AI, whoever introduced it or built it, you should have first understood or consider others. Ask them, do you think this is okay? These are the arms. These are the causes. Are you ready for this? But nobody. It's crazy. But yes, you're also saying that yes, it is. You're saying that Kenya too. Of course, Kenya too is involved. Like I said, it is South Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, and then we have Kenya. South Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, and then we have Kenya. The rest are not even mentioned, but we have them all in the line. Then they all jumped off because they all make decisions all the goddamn time the same way. And you're also saying that okay, I corrected that. You're also saying that exactly 100%, Joby. It will put you out of work. Exactly. Your stomach is touching your backbones right now. Now you start crying to the same government. You allowed them to introduce what was taking away your labor. Taking away your labor and giving it to robots. Since when did we have robots working for us? Since when did we have robots knowing how to produce food? Since when did we have robots knowing how to understand humans' feelings? Because what you call this is a replacement of humanity. This is what I see right here. This is what exactly it is. Replacement of humanity. Replacement of humanity. And you're here embracing it, thinking this is cool. You being an African now, you have an AI robotic shit that can talk and do some stuff and take it into your house. You've heard of multifunction and harm to human and much more.
And create new jobs. And Ghana wants to have a bit of that. But
and then upskill themselves, learn new skills, learn how to use AI system. How would AI help make your job easier? You need to start leveraging those stuff. And so once
the facts are, I'll agree with him at this point. If it gets to a point where we're gonna have them being introduced by force, in every maybe or taking away our labor, taking away the opportunity, the job opportunities we're supposed to be having. If it gets to that point, it will have to take us to also make use of it, take advantage of it. If it comes to information, make use of it. Because I've seen people like students. I've seen students make use of AI, download information and just correct it where it's not supposed to be seen. Like, you can make use of it, but at the same time, it's not really required. This is not the way to go. We can fight this and we can say no. You saw in Kenya here, we saw people banning the tractors which had been replaced, taking away their labor and producing tea. Come on, we need to be better.
That the threat of job displacement is minimal, again, at least in the next few years.
In the meantime, these developers keep pursuing new ideas and solutions they believe can change the fortunes for many on the African continent.
To help us dig into the future of AI in Africa, I'm now joined by Professor Anish Kurian from AI Institute of South Africa at Tshwane University of Technology. Hello, sir. Thanks for your time. Now, we've just looked at how a country like Ghana is embracing the use of AI in all aspects of life. How big an opportunity is AI for the continent?
Well, looking at the potential of artificial intelligence in society, there's a lot of opportunity.
No, there isn't. There isn't any opportunity. But that is what I just wanted to share. I won't share the whole video because it's not. This is dangerous to us. We need to know we've been replaced. We need to wake up. You can't allow robots working in your office. You built that from the scratch. You civilized that. Now you can't say that now robots know better civilization than human beings. You can't say robots know better production than human beings. You're talking about, literally, you're talking about the population. Where is reproduction at this point? Where we have robots now. At the next thing we're gonna be having them, since they can't have sex, where we're gonna be having humanity at? We need to check at the facts and rely on the facts because they are facts. They are facts. But I see Keith is saying that they are not involved, Joby. That's what I mean. Yeah, I get you. And you're saying Agenda 2030, Joby, the population of humanity. Exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. That is what it is. If you think about it deeper, it's dangerous. This is dangerous. And it's all been explained literally in movies. It's all been explained. The Simpsons literally has the clue of everything that is going on in today's world. In a day-to-day scale, in a day-to-day effect, every effect we have, the Simpsons literally, it has clearly elaborated their agenda. Everything. From the US government coming to Africa, all the way, their agenda, everything that they have literally been planning. It is all been executed and it has all been explained. Like we always say, it is the cause of effect where they execute the plan, they say it so that the universe cannot literally go against them because the information was already set out. I already told you I'm gonna hit you. So if I tell you I'm gonna hit you, or I'm gonna marry you, and you take that for an advantage, that is on you because I'd already told you. So when it comes, I'm not supposed to be affected because I'd already told you. You know. But we need to think deeper on that. We need to think deeper. But as we move on, as we talk about what is going on with the AI, I want to also read some safeties. Let me read actually, since I've given my own points on what I know. This is what I'm seeing Google also giving me on some facts about the effects on dangers of the AI. One, we have job losses due to AI automation, which is true because they say that the AI-powered job automation is pressing concern as the technology is adapted in industries like marketing, manufacturing, and healthcare. 85 million jobs are expected to be lost to an automation between 2020 to 2025. Can you hear that? Has anyone told you this, Ghana? Do Ghanaians know any of this information? And I repeat again, one of the most dangerous causes, rather one of the most dangerous effects of the AI amongst us or in our countries is job losses due to an AI automation. And I read again, an AI-powered job automation is a pressing concern as the technology is adopted in industries like marketing, manufacturing, and healthcare. 85 million jobs are expected to be lost to automation between 2020 to 2025, with Black and Latino employees left especially vulnerable. Did you hear that? Black and Latino, left especially vulnerable. The reason we have a low unemployment rate, which does not actually capture people that aren't looking for jobs for work, is largely that lower wage service sector jobs have been pretty robustly created by this economy. And I don't think that is going to continue. As our AI robots become smarter and more detentrous, the same task will require fewer humans. And while it is true that the AI will create 97 million new jobs by 2025, that is a lie. That is a lie. There's no new jobs. It's taking jobs. But we move on. They also say that there's social manipulation through AI algorithms. And a 2018 report on the potential abuse of AI lists social manipulation as one of the top dangers of artificial intelligence. This fear has become a reality as politicians rely on platforms to promote their viewpoints, with a recent example being Ferdinand Marcos Jr. wielding a TikTok troll army to capture the votes of younger Filipinos during the 2022 election. The third one is social surveillance with an AI technology. And they're saying, in addition, it is more existential threat for it's caused on the way AI will adversely affect privacy and security. A prime example is China's use of facial recognition technology in offices, schools, and other venues, meaning they're taking nothing but your data. Much more. A prime example, which in China they use facial recognition technology in offices, schools, and other venues, besides tracking a person's movement, and China's government may be able to gather enough data to monitor a person's activities, relationships, and political views. Another example is U.S. police departments embracing the predictive policing algorithms to anticipate where crimes will occur. The problem is that these algorithms are influenced by arrest rates, which disproportionately impacts Black communities. Police departments then double down on these communities, leading to over-policing and question of whether self-proclaimed democracies can resist turning AI into an authoritarian weapon. Can we move on? They're also saying that the fourth one is bias due to artificial intelligence. They're saying that various forms of AI bias determination too. Speaking on the New York Times Princeton computer science professor Olga Rasvoki said AI bias goes well beyond gender and race, in addition to data that algorithm bias. AI is developed by humans, and humans are inherently biased. We have widening socio-economic inequality as a result of AI. That is the fifth one. And we also have weakening ethnics and goodwill because of AI. We also have autonomous weapons powered by artificial intelligence. Autonomous weapon powered by artificial intelligence. And then we have financial crisis brought by AI algorithms. Yeah, because once your job is taken, there is financial crisis. There's a lot. That article had it's I loved it reading it because it has something, but it has nothing but just pure facts. But I see Kitty saying exactly, job is very dangerous, and China is on the test of the rest of the world. Exactly. We're seeing right now them paying products. When you go to the supermarket, you have to pay using your hand. What is more? Why? Who is this paying? If you ain't a robot, why are you reflecting to a machine? So this is where we know that you know what did and what the 5G is doing. And Kid is saying that a despot country, it will take away all freedom. Exactly. That is what it will do. But as we move on, as we get into our main agenda, we want to talk about Sudan. And since this country attained independency, they have now come forth and they have said that they are looking forward to be holding their first election. And this is how the article goes. They're saying the South Sudan President Salva Kiir said, or rather has said, that the country's long delayed election will be held next year as planned. President Kiir said he would run for re-election in the polls, and the first since the country's gained independency. No other candidate has declared their candidacy, but first Vice President Riek Machar is also expected to run. Mr. Kiir has been president since independence in 2011 after a long-running civil war, and conflict continued. But even after independence, civil war broke out in 2013 when the president fell with Mr. Machar. A power-sharing agreement was signed between the warring parties in August 2018 in a bid to bring the 5-year civil war to an end. The mandate is to transition the government, which was due to end 2022, and was extended to allow the leaders to address challenges with the implementation of the peace agreement. On Tuesday, Mr. Kiir said those challenges will be addressed before the election set for December next year. That is in 2024. We're looking forward to that. But now my question comes in. When you talk about independency, when you talk about religion, African countries, African people, these are questions I've been asking. How do you see we're not independent? How do you see we don't have a change? How do we see of course I understand why you don't see, but again, how don't we just see this, that this is a setup system? It's not real. This is a setup system. It's not real. Literally, none of this is real. None of everything they're saying is real. It's all a setup system. That's all it is. The facts lay on where we need to take revolution into our hands. That is where the facts lay. And that is where they're scared to touch on. That is where they're scared to talk on. That is where we see them shutting everyone who dares to speak the truth. So take me back. I want to share this video. It's a 2-minute video. We're talking about this president who's saying that he's looking forward to rerun. What did he say again? He's looking for re-election in the polls. This is after he's been on the seat for the last years, for the last, I don't know how many years, since 2011, for the last 12 years. This guy has been there. And Sudan, today as we talk, it's in war. I want a question. How old? Let me ask Google. How old is the Sudan president? Kir. South Sudan. This is South Sudan, not Sudan. South Sudan. How old is the South Sudan president? How old? How old is the South Sudan president? Hey, my laptop is messing up. How old? How old is the South Sudan president? 71. Okay, so he's 71. So I want to share this video. Yeah, I got you, Kate. I got you. So let me share this video. This was him. This I think was a video recorded how many years ago? It was trending last. This old Negro wants to run for a re-election, who can barely help himself in a washroom, wants to run for a re-election. We have these old despots, coons, traitors, calling themselves leaders, wanting to run for re-election, and always having the audacity of saying, I will not step down. And anyone who has a problem, come face me. Youths, we need revolution. We need to face them. Let me share this.
South sized his delegation, government officials and powerful military personnel in an undated video that is circulating online where he is captured peeing or casually urinating on himself as he stood to the national anthem. In the video shared by Jerome Ogola, a self-proclaimed freelance writer and social media.
And after this was recorded, he arrested the journalist who recorded this video. Why are you arresting me for your misbehavior? Why are you arresting me for you not wanting to retire? Why are you arresting me? Are you drunk? Or you can't hold it anymore? Or I can't, I'm doing my job. So I can't do my job right now. I'm supposed to film you. The rest of the world is supposed to see you. You're doing a national anthem, right? I'm doing my job. So what's up? That again calls us for freedom of speech. As journalists in Africa, we've been denied this because of these despot leaders. We can't say nothing about them when they are literally giving out our country and betraying us. Well, we're supposed to be scared and shut up. You as a journalist, you just need to bow down and go along with everything. Oh, funny thing is, I was just told that a couple minutes ago. Oh, for you to get these things, you need to do this. I need to do this. You can't talk about this. You need to filter. Till when will I filter? I asked yesterday, till when will I keep on getting breadcrumbs? I don't need half the loaf. I don't want to share anymore. I want it all. I have it all in my continent. You've been denying me it all in my continent. Now it's my turn to have it all. No sharing, no cooperation. Enough with the cooperating. We've been cooperating for too long, and you've been cooperating with yourself. You've not been cooperating with me as an African person. You never told me this religion was a lie. No, you've been pumping it on me, telling me it's all facts. And I just need to keep on relying on it so that I can be happy in heaven. It's enough. It's enough. So my question is, you arrest me for filming my job. I'm there to show the rest of the country who you are. Because if I don't do it, you're going to be like, this broadcast media need to be closed because they couldn't show me. That's what they do too. If one of the one of these medias, maybe they don't get along or something is going on, if it's not aired, this one needs to be closed. But I'm doing my job right now. And you want to arrest me for you being at someone who's supposed to be retired? That is my question. And you want to read that at 71? Baby boy, sit down. Put on
Influence.
some diapers. I had today on the Vibe show, this was funny. I had today on the Vibe show, Shmani saying that there's this guy who said that he wears sanitary towels so that he can keep his dude warm. You know, always wearing sanitary towels so he can keep his D warm. That is what he was saying. And I'm like, yo, you need to help this kind of people here.
Sir. My Ardit. Also known as Salvika, the South Sudanese politicians in the national event. He seemed to be surprised too. In a rather bizarre ending which got his guards off guard.
He seemed to be surprised too. Because he's old. He's old and he's surprised. No, he's not surprised. He knows he's old. He knows he's not supposed to be standing there because his shit is loose. He knows he's supposed to be given help. He knows he needs someone to literally take him to the washroom. He needs someone to take care of him and babysit him. Because, this old, let me tell you, this, actually, I don't know if this is with, but no, sometimes I always say no. It's literally a mentality or I don't know. But people always say as you grow old, rather at your old age, your mind goes back to a baby's form, a baby's mentality. And if so, this is what we're seeing right here, because this one is nothing but, this is not a man, this is a baby here. And there's no re-election for you. South Sudanese people should say no. We have people being displaced in this country, which they have literally successfully been able to divide. With the help of the European, they have been able to depopulate majority of the people in that country. And you're talking about re-election. Oh, of course, yes. Because we don't run our election. So why are we independent? Why do we call ourselves independent then? Why do we claim independency? Why is it that every single year we have each African country celebrating independency? Where is it? Can I see it? How does it look like? Because I bet independency is nothing like what we have in Africa. It's nothing like this. If we can claim people are independent, it's the European people. They can move in and out of Africa how they want. They can take anything out. They are so independent, those people. Nobody questions them anything. These people are so independent, I tell you. These are the ones who understand independency. African people, you understand no independency. That is what exactly it is. As I wind up, because you can prove me wrong, and I know I'm not wrong, that is what it is. So what I'd advise again, because if you look at right now, most of the African countries, we have held elections. Talk about just Nigeria a couple months ago in February. We're supposed to be having, I think, Gambia. We have Senegal. We have so many African countries. We had Kenya last year. We have African countries always changing presidents. You can change your clothes, but your body is dirty. That is a simple knowledge I'll give it. You can change your underwears, wash the underwear, but down there, you've not cleaned that booty juice yet. You're still dirty. You're stinking. Until you cleanse yourself, put on new clothes, now you can call yourself a clean person. But don't change clothes and then come bragging to people, with some fake spray, cheap shit, smelling like coffin shit. Well, I just took that shower. You took nothing. You're stinking. You're just covering up your mess. And this is what these despot leaders are. I call them the clowns. They can change the suit too as well. They can change the costume, but they are still clowns. They are coons. No change. We see every day them changing presidents. Is Africa changing? That is my question as I wind up. Is Africa changing? As an African person, wherever you are in the continent, do you see change in your continent? Do you see change in the rest of the African countries? Ask yourself, why do we have elections every single time? Why can't we have Pan-Africanism? Why do we need different people telling us what to do? That is my question. I see Keith saying that Joby, you know, the Europeans put him in power and they are going to keep him in there. Exactly. That's what I said. Because we don't control our elections. We are not independent thinkers. Jomo Mosquito karibu sana. But again, kwa heri, I am leaving. And of course, asanteni sana for those who did tune in. To the silent listeners, kindly click that like button as you leave. And for those who are on Facebook, that is Jomo Mosquito, click that like button. For those who are on Twitter, kindly do consider following us. And of course, let us know also what are, opinions regarding these conversations, because like I said with my quote of the day, revolution is like an apple. Let me read that again. Revolution is not an apple, sorry. Revolution is not an apple that falls when it is ripe. You have to make it fall. And that is what exactly Africa has to do. You have to take it. It cannot be given. Enough of being loving, enough of being docile, enough of them calling you illiterate because you ain't illiterate. You are smart. It's like someone who's trying to kill your dream telling you can't do it. Honey, you can do it. You are capable. And that is on period. But asante sana once again, family. I'll see you guys on the rhythm, not on the rhythm school show, on the Tubonge show. Thank you so much for tuning in. But Katie is next with the African Diary. Remember to tune in, and of course, let us know what's up for those who shall be catching this on a replay. I hope you guys get to enjoy. And asanteni sana. Have a beautiful day and have a blessed one. Take care wherever you are. Be careful of your surrounding, and spread nothing but peace and love.
Reaching out to all the continents and YouTube. The Pan-African Bliss Show with your host, none other than Joby from Monday to Friday.